All hail a beard, it's your boy Big Beard, and we are back for another edition of Big Beard Business. Today we're here with a 2022 release from the house of Givenchy, and it's a fragrance house that I really do like. Now, I first came across them back in the high school with Givenchy Pie, all right, 3.14, and that was this warm, sensual scent that I really enjoyed wearing, and I had no business wearing it down in Florida because it didn't get cold enough for that scent, but it's one that I really loved, and all of the other flankers from that since then. Today we're talking about Gentleman Givenchy Eau de Parfum Reserve Privee. Quite a mouthful, but that's what we have today. I picked this one up from Dillard's and I paid, I think it was $116 with tax. $115.81. $115.81. Now, I am a fan of the Gentleman lineup, and I think they might have like 13, 14 different variations of this, and I think the first one came out maybe 1978, a long time ago. 78, 76, I don't know. It was before I was born, put it that way. But nonetheless, man, they've been able to revive this fragrance line, and they've really come out with a lot of great fragrances that come along from this. So I have high hopes for this fragrance, so we'll see what actually happens here. Let's go here. Okay, now with the name like Privee is pretty much means private, all right? So with this, I'm thinking of something that's going to be a little more exclusive, although the fragrance is readily available. Maybe we're looking at some more closer sitting notes, but who knows? Maybe it's warm, maybe it's sensual. We'll see what we get there. Now, Givenchy, Gentleman, that lineup in itself, they've been really good with inserting some floral components into their fragrances. Got to make sure I have nothing on this test strip, so we'll see what we get here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 sprays is what that took. We'll spray a little on the test strip. Oh, whoa. Okay. Woo. Okay. Yeah, baby, yeah. That's pretty shagalicious, all right? Okay, yeah. This one here. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, listen, I was not expecting this fragrance to really catch me the way it has so far. Whoa. Okay, so there is, obviously, if you look at this presentation here, you got this gradient, right, from this black down to this brown, and that's where your juice is. So the juice is brown, and kind of gives you a play of what to expect with this scent. One, the fragrance is smooth. This thing is smooth as butter. It's also very sensual, and it also has a very seductive nature to this scent. There's a slight booziness to this fragrance, but not like a KILIAN booze, okay? It's slight booziness, but not like a true authentic booziness to this scent. Whoa. Smelling this fragrance here is, listen, I am blown away on first whiff here, which I was not expecting to be. And honestly, when I saw this one in the store, it was kind of ducked off by itself in the corner. There were 2 bottles, no tester on display, and they didn't know they had it. I said, can you give me this one here? You just said you had no new fragrances. That's the issue with that. That's for another video. Okay. Now, also within this fragrance, there is some nuttiness here, okay? There's like this hazelnut vibe. Oh, but is this thing smooth? There is this slight sweetness within this fragrance that really is masterfully done, if I have to say so. All right, let me visit the Givenchy site and see what they have to say about this fragrance. Hold, please. All right, so we are back here, and this is what I'll give you a paraphrase of what Givenchy has to say about this fragrance. This is really a sensual fragrance with ambery wood, okay, and it's utterly addictive. Now, when I sprayed this fragrance, I immediately was caught, boom, in the air, and it stopped me in my tracks. This one is sensual for sure, and I think that in terms of being a fragrance that people will enjoy, they're right on the money with this one. As I said, this fragrance is smooth. It's like super smooth, and it's one of those fragrances that I find myself obviously coming back to over and over again to sniff because I enjoy it that much. Now, the website also says that this one is infused with a natural whiskey absolute, right? It's aromatic, and then it is also has this refined Scottish distillery piece to it. As I mentioned, as I caught, that this one was boozy, but it wasn't like a super booze. It wasn't like true authentic booziness. I think it's done quite well for a designer scent, but it's not like a booziness where it might be off-putting or make someone think that you just got finished leaving a bar. Now, it also states that this fragrance is polished, but I think I said it was smooth. It was smooth as butter. This thing is one that I could just sip on, you know? Yeah, you could sip on this fragrance and don't actually sip on it. Throw that disclaimer out there. Don't want anyone like, yo, B told me to sip on this fragrance. All right? No, we don't want you to just sip on it. But it has that type of quality to it. This scent here, right off the break, is one that I would recommend. All right? So let me get that out of the way. If I was going out for newer release fragrances, this is one that I would surely recommend to you. Now, here's the deal. We are heading into the spring and summer. So to me, this is more of a fall winter fragrance, right? So I think it would do better there. But as I always say, if you're in a climate controlled environment, wear what you want when you want. Just understand the consequences and repercussions that could come along with it. But this, my friend, is enjoyable. Now, there's also a floral component here. They tend to do great things with iris within this scent, and to me, I don't find that the iris within this fragrance is quite as strong as your Dior Homes or Valentino is another one that does that really well. I think it's there, but it's not as prevalent. I think, again, the way they mix these notes together, it comes off really smooth, really well thought out, has a sense of sophistication with this fragrance as well, but it also is sensual in my opinion. How smooth is this fragrance? Well, quite simple. You see a girl in the mall, you say, hey, you got a man? She say, yeah. How long you had that problem? All right, that's how smooth this thing is, because man, this one is a really nice fragrance. Traditionally, Givenchy is one of those fragrance houses that they come out and you can find them on the gray market fairly quick. Okay, this is one of those fragrances that if you had the extra coin, or even if you were just looking for one fragrance to pick up and you just had a little bit to spare, this is the one I would tell you is well worth the retail price point of it. More so than some of the other things that I've smelled so far this year. This one here is for sure a go. Now, what I have to say on this, because when I think of hazelnut within designer fragrances, one of the ones that comes back to me a lot right now, just because I talk about it so much, is 1 Million Lucky. And there's the hazelnut here, and I kind of get a slight similarity between the two in terms of the hazelnut, but that's it. These fragrances are totally different. I think there's a place in your collection for both, for those of you out there who I know will ask that question. So that's my first take on this latest release from Givenchy. This one is Givenchy Gentleman EDP Reserve Privee. The name is a mouthful, but the fragrance, well, might get, you know what I'm going with that. Listen, man, that's all I got for you today. I will be super excited to get this one out in the field for the full testing and get you some wears in. Let you know what the missus thinks about it, what the compliment factor is like. But I suspect that this fragrance is going to do well in terms of compliments. It smells good right now. Boom, as I said, when you saw that first take, it really stopped me in my tracks. Great scent. I look forward to wearing this one. I think a lot of you out there will as well. That's all I have for you. As always, I'm your boy, Big B. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend that we are back again. And you already know what I need you to do. Just hit the goddamn bell.